What's up, YouTube? This is my very first... What? This is my very first review video, and I hope to do more of these. This is, kicking off my YouTube page and all that stuff. Got drum videos and reviews and all this good stuff. Today, I'm gonna show you what I used on my drum cover of Mr. Brightside by the Killers. This is my very favoriteest toy right now. It's brand new. This is the Zoom F8. The Zoom F8 is a field recorder. I'm a sound guy. I have a film business. It's a field recorder, really high professional field recorder. And what sold me on this is it's also an audio interface, which is sick. So I can plug in up to 8 channels. So I can have my kick, my snare, all of my toms, and my cymbals into this. It's got this awesome battery pack, 8 batteries in this thing, and fits AA batteries in there. I mean, it's got everything. It's sick. So let's turn it on and look at it. All right, what a beautiful menu here. So if I just turn this knob here, you can see it goes to different different screens. You see your main out levels, all this good stuff. Your metering, and here is something beautiful. This looks a lot like the Sound Devices metering, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's turned on in here in a little bit. If you hit PFL here, on any of these channels, so once a channel is selected, you can select all these different channels to be turned on. But once the channel is selected, you can hit PFL right here. You can turn phantom power on each individual channel, whatever you need it on. High pass filtering, input limiter, fader, pan, look at all this stuff, just for one channel. All right, let's go to menu. Finder, obviously you can go to each one of your 2 SD cards and play around there. Metadata, you got your notes, you can name your tracks, scene name, you name it, you can do it. Input, high pass filter, input limiter. It's basically what you can do when you hit PFL. It's faster to hit PFL from the main screen. Trim link, all kinds of interesting things that I will probably never use. Output, headphone output, on and off, output delay, sub routing, main out routing. Look at this. Now here's something really cool. On your SD card 1, you can record it as a 1 to 8 track polywave. Polywaves are sick because it's like 1 track, but you have all of your 8 tracks on there. If you haven't used polywave, what are you doing with your life? So you can select what type of file you would like to record on that individual SD card. Now simultaneously on the other SD card, you can record it a different way. You can have it just straight stereo wave, mono/stereo wave, 1 to 8 track. I mean, come on. That's awesome. All right, sample rate, 48 kilohertz is like the standard for 24 frames per second film. Look at this though. It goes up to 192 kilohertz. That's nuts. That's some high quality stuff if you want to do some Foley work, or if a job you're working on requires higher quality audio. Bit depth goes up to 24. You can even mess with MP3, but why? Dual channel recording. So for example, I can record in channel 1, but what if I want channel 5 to also record, but a lower volume? Well, you can do that. You can absolutely do that. So just as a backup, you can have channel 5 be your lower volume backup recording. Pre-record, which is awesome. I was like, if you're on set, someone starts talking, oh crap, I forgot to record. Boom, you're 6 seconds back in time. Play mode, all it has is play mode on here, okay. Time code, yes, you can link it to your camera. As you can see on the back, boom. Got your time code ports. audio record, delay time, time code. Slate, you have your slate mic, level, routing, slate tone, all that good stuff that you need. System is just basic date and time, auto power off, all that good stuff. LCD brightness. One thing that's good is if you're outside, turn that puppy on outdoor mode and you can see what's going on. We don't need that now though. And then USB. You can use it as an SD card reader. I'm not going to do that. Go back. Or you can use it as an audio interface, which is sick. This is what I used the other day, multi-track PC/Mac. Boom, you're an audio interface. And you got all 8 tracks that you can separate. Really, really cool feature on this device. As you can see, you have sub, out, you have your headphone, you have your main outs 1 and 2. You got channels 5 through 6 on this side. What's cool about these ports, it's both XLR and 1/4 inch. Super awesome. The SD ports are really cool. They're like magnets down. Really, really nice feeling. You have your 5 to 16 volt DC in, so you can just plug it in if you need to, and your USB for your interface. On the back is the battery. Just unscrew it. Boom. Out pops the battery. Plug it back in, screw it down, and it's tight. It's not going anywhere. So let's see what it looks like when we're recording through this thing. All right, so we have the Zoom F8 recording right now. You can see all the levels and everything. I can go to PFL, all the stuff I showed you earlier. What I like about this is I can see all of the levels very clearly. Just like this, you can see exactly what's going on with your levels. You can see your main outs on another. If you turn over here, now you can see all your main outs, sub outs, everything. The other day when I was recording that drum cover, you could see all the levels, make sure nothing's peaking and all that stuff, which is super handy. It sounds really good. The one thing that B&H Photo in their review noticed is just how clean this sounds. So one of the things that I did not see on YouTube when I was watching videos about this, trying to decide if I wanted to buy it or not, I didn't see anybody plug it in with its interface capabilities. I didn't see how you open up all the tracks and stuff, and what you should do to get to the interface menu and all that stuff. So let's do that. All right, I have the Zoom F8 and I'm about to hook it up to my laptop with Logic. All right, so let's turn this thing on. What we're gonna do is, like I showed you earlier, we're gonna go to USB, audio interface, multi-track interface. And you'll see this here in a second. Initializing core audio, and it's changed over to the Zoom F8, which is super cool. But let's make sure. Let's go over to input. Look at this. Automatically recognizes F-Series multi-track recorder. Here we go, input 1. Remember, you got to turn each individual channel on too. Input 1, and we'll create that. And you will see, if you plug stuff in, you'll see that recording right there. Super cool. You can do this with all of your tracks, up to 8 channels, and you can record simultaneously. What you're about to hear is a consumer grade Tascam DR-100, which is what I've used in the past for all my recordings and stuff. Compared with this, let's just see, using the same mic, I'm using the NTG4 Plus, which is a great microphone. All right, I've got the microphone about a foot away from my mouth, and we're gonna compare these two. This is a comparison test between the Zoom F8 and the Tascam consumer grade field recorder. This is a sound comparison test between the Zoom F8 and the Tascam consumer grade field recorder. So there's not too much of a difference between these recordings, but the point is the Zoom F8 has 8 channels. It's an interface. You can put it in your little bag. I'll show you the bag. Let me show you the bag. I had to buy the bag so you look cool as a sound guy. So the Zoom F8 runs about $1,000. It's awesome for drum covers. It's awesome for if you want to record other types of music. Any type of music. You can do your guitar, interface, come on. And it's also great for sound designers, boom operators, whatever. Use this thing, it is amazing. The Step Up is Sound Devices brand, which is $3,300 I think I looked at. This thing is $1,000. B&H did a comparison video between the Sound Devices and the Zoom F8, and it basically sounds the same. You will see me use this more in the future with my drum covers, so be checking that out, and click here for more videos. Click here to subscribe, and I will see you next time.